Hi everyone, Regina here, and last week I posted about my van being set up, and some people in the Philippines were a bit worried or concerned why my life seems to revolve on that van. And the reason why is that Australia is a very big country. So when I was new here, way back 2009, I asked John if we could go to these places like Queensland and other areas of Australia, but he said, "Oh, it's not possible, like with just for a day or two." And I said, "How come? It's just there." And I can understand how big Australia is. So if you have plans of traveling around, the best, or if you are in a budget, the most economical way of doing it is probably by pulling your own trailer or getting a van set up like mine, or a bus, which quite a few people do that, because if you don't, you have to stay somewhere, and the accommodation cost is really expensive, like a minimum of $60 in a motel a night. So in Australia, you can't travel just a week or two. It's not possible. Some people took years to be able to cover the area. I'm not planning on covering the whole area, but just going from one state to the other took days, and that's a few nights. And if you have your own van, you can sleep on it, you can cook, so you save a little bit of money. So that's the reason why. And just to give you an idea how big Australia is, like just the land area alone, Australia is 7,692,000 plus kilometers. And while the Philippines is only 300,000 kilometers total area, so plus anyway. And that's nothing. 300,000 to 7 million, that's like just a dot in the picture. You can put the Philippines on the map of Australia pretty easy. It's just like a little bit bigger than one of its states, Tasmania. So that's one reason. And to compare that, the population of the Philippines is about 100 million people, or 101 million people. While Australia, with its big land area, have 24 million population. So you can see the difference. In every kilometers in the Philippines, there are about 300 plus people in 1 kilometer. And if you do walking, you'll understand how dense it is, like siksikan. And while in Australia, in 1 kilometer, there's about less than 3 people. So that's how spacious the area is. And traveling to the Philippines from Australia, it will take about 8 hours flight, straight travel. And most of that hours, like half of it, are only within Australia. So that's more or less 4 hours, and that's only within Australia flying. So you'll understand how it is. Like from Davao to Manila, it's only 2 hours. So that's the differences why a lot of people cart their trailer or set up a van if you want to travel around on a budget. So I have a map here, and I have different colored pins, and I've been here for about 7 years, and I haven't even covered at least 25% of Australia. So that's the reason why I want to go in my van and have a look around in the countryside. So